Greetings, class. My name is Christopher Franks, cybersecurity major from Dallas, Texas, and I'm sharing my life map with you guys today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started right into it. So to start my life map, we have a cross right in the corner. It's just representing a hospital where I was born. Of course, I was born from Dallas, Texas. So this is representing that, starting life, birth. It's where everything begins. Right here, it's a book. It's representing school. First school I ever went to, my earliest memories, is the foundation of everything. So I had to include that in the map. Right here we have 3 crosses and a hill. It's supposed to represent church, religion. Religion was a big part of my life. Growing up, I was always at Bible study in church and things like that. So it's definitely a strong foundation of who I am today. So I had to throw it in the map. Right here we have football. Football was the first sport I ever played, gateway into the sports. I love sports, still play sports to this day. So football is what got me into that, so I had to include it in the map. Right after that, shortly after that, I started playing football. I moved to a new city, so just another transitional point. I had to include that. Next is middle school, just starting new school, moved to a new place, new school. I had to start a whole new journey, so I had to include that in the map. Next is a gaming console. Growing up, I was always playing the game. I love games. I love gaming. Met a lot of people through the game, a lot of connections, and just having fun. It was a great time in life playing games, so I had to include that. Another sport here, basketball. I love playing basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport now. In middle school, I started playing basketball, so it was something that transformed my life. Still has a big impact on my life, so I had to include it in the map. Next, this is a plane. I got on my first plane, went to Miami, and then we went to Mexico, my first time going out the country. And it really opened my eyes to, the rest of the world and what's out there to experience and explore. And, I want to travel in life, so that's why I had to include it. Because ever since that experience, it really opened my eyes to what's out there. Next is high school, starting high school, another transitional point, just something that was a monumental point, just getting there and then, continuing that journey. So I had to include that. Next, right here is just a pair of shorts just to represent fashion. I love fashion. I got into fashion once I got into high school. I started dressing up, buying clothes, shopping, and stuff like that. And I still do it to this day. I love doing it. So just another transitional point that, inspired me. So I had to include it in the map. After I got into fashion, I started a clothing brand. And if you have a clothing brand or stuff like that, you might have recognize this logo. Shopify is just a website where you can it's a website. You can make a website, design it and get it out there so you can, promote your stuff, get it out to people and stuff like that. So it's just something that I started once I got that brand. It's, a monumental point in my life. Next is the steering wheel. The steering wheel is representing my first car I got. Another transitional point, get a little freedom, you can do a little more with your life. So I had to include that. Next are weights. The weights, I started going to the gym recently, so the gym is just another gateway for me. I love going to the gym, working out, it makes me feel good, so I had to include that. Next, right here, this is supposed to be like a grad cap with a tassel. This is representing graduating high school. Another monumental, point in your life, graduating high school, finally conquering that journey. So, of course, I had to include that. Now we're here at CAU. Happy to be here, and, that completes my life map. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Thank y'all for y'all time.